Throws it over, and that one's going to drop down for a base hit. That's going to be at least a double. We'll see if they stretch Mastone. He's going to stop at third, so now it's going to be second and third. Nobody out for Hayden Carlson for the SteepleCats. They're going to try to get their rally going in the bottom of the seventh. Here's 0-2, and he's going to ground that one to the third baseman in Perron, and he's going to throw it over the diamond in time for the out. That's out number one in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. That's the first strikeout for Flint. Grounded to the third baseman. He's going to chuck it over in time. Out number 3. 5-2 ball game after 8.5. Takes a huge lead and just going to take off. Instead, they're going to pump fake, and they got him at third base. What a big-time play for the SteepleCats to get out of the top half of the second. As that one's flying away to right field. Back at the wall, and it's gone! Home run for Guacchione! One to the top of the order. And Doolin, one of the 3 hits, and that's back at the wall, and that's gone. That's going to be a home run for North Adams to get them on the scoreboard. Now a 2-0 ball game. And Butler, and the 2-2 from McKinstry, he deals that one, and that's another strikeout. So he's got double-digit strikeouts on the day. 10 strikeouts for McKinstry. 3-hitter playing center field for North Adams. And he's going to launch that one, and adios! See ya! That's a 2-run shot for Elijah Lambros, making this 5-2 for the North Adams SteepleCats. 2. He deals, and that's lifted to right field, and that is gone! 3-run home run for David McCann, his second of the season. It's going to be grounded right to the shortstop, and Carlson touches the bag, throws it over. That's the pitcher's best friend. Number 1, go after guys and trust the defense and have less pitches. Or with his stuff, he could do exactly that, and that's his first strikeout of this NECBL season. That's grounded right to Doolin, going to try to turn 2. They turn 1. And they turn 2. Ball game over. North Adams wins this one 11-5. 2-2, 2 outs. Bases juiced. And adios. No doubt about it. That's going to be a grand slam for DJ Perron, his second home run of the season. 5 runs. All coming in the second inning. Grounds that one. Does it find a hole? It does. So it's going to be another single this inning for Mastone. This time, he gets the RBI. Vermont, as that one's flied away to right field. And that's gone. So a 2-run home run for Ragsdale. McCann's going to fly that one away, and that is gone for a solo shot for David McCann. That's his 3rd home run of the season for North Adams. And that one's hammered. That one gets down. That's going to be 1 run. Polinsky coming to the plate is just in there. So that's a 2 RBI single by Aiden Anderson. And then he advances to second on the throw. So now it's a completely different ball game with North Adams only trailing by 4. That's going to be flied away to left center field right by the 358 logo. And that is gone for a solo home run for the second baseman for Valley. So it looked like it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning. No, it's going to be a home run for the second baseman. 7th pitch of the at-bat. That's flied away looking back at the track. And that's gone for a 2-run shot for Mike O'Connor. As as that one's lined down the right field line, and that one is gone for a 3-run home run for the Blues. I talk about the home run ball, and Arriva Dirci, my friend. 2-run shot for Elijah Lambros. Lefty-lefty matchup. Kulikowski drifts that one. That gets over the third baseman. That's going to be at least 1 run in McCann. Second and third, and still nobody out for the SteepleCats. Doolin's second pitch lines that past the third baseman. Perron is going to score for a run. Kulikowski holds up at third, so that's an RBI single for Doolin, and there's still nobody out. That one's flying in the air. It's going to get down. That's going to be at least 1 run. Paris coming home. Sherman hesitated at third base. 2 runs are going to come in. That ball goes past home plate, so now Sherman's going to come in for home, and Morales gets a single with an RBI, and then with 3 RBIs, and then advances to second base. As that one's flied in the air to left field, back it goes, and it's gone for a 2-run shot for Kulikowski. Now making it a 7-0 ball game for the SteepleCats. That one's grounded through a hole. That's going to be 1 run, and they'll hold him at third. So it's going to be an RBI single for Labrador. And that's going to be get down. That's going to be a base knock. That's going to be an RBI single. They're going to try to get him at third base. Holzmer goes for the tag, and he's out. So a run scores for Danbury, and they go and get the runner out at third. Second one, that's line, and it gets through a hole. So that's going to be an RBI single for Morales. That's now 2-0 ball game. Does it with the fastball. That's hammered by Anderson. Back at the wall. Look up. It's gone. A 3-run home run for Aiden Anderson. That one's flying in the air down the left field line. That one gets down. That's going to be an RBI double, and it's going to be second and third, 2 outs. So Valley getting cooking a little bit. We got deuces all over the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. That one goes right through the hole, just past Doolin. That's going to be a RBI single for Noriega. It's flying in the air to left field. Back Polensky goes and looks up, and that's gone. So a 2-run shot for the Nighthawks. So now it's going to be the 5th pitch of this at-bat. And gets him looking. Why not another strikeout? Make it number 10 on the day for Diaz. Diaz will try to go 1, 2, 3 in terms of the strikeouts, and does it there. Make it 11 on the day for Diaz. 11 strikeouts for Diaz. Have a performance. Going to get through just past Carlson, and that's going to be a 2 RBI single for the 7-hitter in Mills. That one's deep to left field, and that is going to be off the wall, and they'll try to send Mastoni to home. It's going to be cut off at the shortstop. He's not going to make a play, and it's a RBI double for Kulikowski to get things started for the SteepleCats. 3-1 pitch to Kulikowski. That one's hammered at the second baseman. It gets through a hole. That's going to be 1 run. They're sending him around, and that's going to be a 2 RBI single for Kulikowski. Tie ball game at 4.
Right now they sit 1.5 games back of the leader right now, which is tied between Valley and Bristol. And if they would sweep today and they beat Newport both times, and Valley and Bristol both lead, we're going to see a 3-way tie for first place. That's something to look out for if you're North Adams, because anything can happen. We talk about the Wild West, and it really is the Wild West for sure. And North Adams is a team where, when it comes down to it, work at bats. That's the biggest thing. In one of their games, they had 15-plus, 5-plus pitch at bats going into the 5th inning. So that's a lot of action that you're going to see. So if you're North Adams, they got 2 starters today. First one's going to be McKinstry. Second one is going to be Duke. They're going to hope to get some length out of that starting rotation today, and that's something that they're going to need, which they've struggled the last few games. That one's flying in the air back to center field. Kulikowski at the track and looks up, and that's a solo home run for Williams. You score 4 runs, then you're silent for the next 6 innings. That's not a recipe for success. This is a team that has 1 good inning and then is not able to really muster anything. They're going to have to do something in game 2. The starting pitching for McKinstry was perfect. You go 5 innings, you only give up 3 runs. You give your chance you give your team a chance to win the ball game, but just not successful in the later of the game with scoring runs. That's the biggest thing. They're gonna have to score runs, because that first inning, spectacular. You have 8 batters go up on the lineup, but the rest of the way, you don't want to have a 1, 2, 3 inning back-to-back innings. That's just not. It just doesn't work that way.
He's able to ground it, just goes past the third baseman. They are going to send him, and it's going to be an RBI single for Carlson. That one's grounded, and that one gets through. So it's going to be the second run of the ball game for North Adams at the plate. Polinsky's able to slide through. He's got to get out of the way quickly. He does, and Carlson scores. So now it's a 6-3 ball game for the SteepleCats to get the double play. This time it's Leonzi. That's flied away into center. Field just gets over the head and goes to the wall. Lambros throws it into the cutoff man. Rafe Stenger to the plate, and it's not going to be in time. So another RBI, this time an RBI double by Leonzi, which plates now the third run of the game. That one's flying in the air. Back goes Anderson at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. A 3-run shot for Dante Diamore, now making it 7-0 for the Westies. 2 ducks on the pond for Lambros. Here it is. It's going to be lined down in the gap between left field and center. That's going to be easily 2 runs. It's going to be a 2 RBI double for Elijah Lambros.
That's pitch 70, and that's lined into center field. Back it goes. It one-hops the warning track. Now all the way to the wall. That's going to score 1 run. Lambros going to third is in there. So it's going to be an RBI triple for Elijah Lambros to get the SteepleCats on the board. Inside pitch to Mastoni, and adios, muchachos. 3-run shot for the All-Star. And that one's in the air. That one gets down, and that's going to be 1 run. Play the plate. He's in there as well. So a 2 RBI single on the first pitch by Sullivan now gives the Mainers the lead 5-4. That one fly in the air. Does that one get down? It does not, but it's going to be possibly a sac fly, and it will be. A run comes across for the SteepleCats. Now it's a 3-1 game. They are now down by 2 with a runner on first and second.
Ridiculous on that breaking ball.
Instead goes back to the breaking ball. That one fair. That's going to be at least 1 run. They're going to try to send him again. That one instead cut off by Rafe Stenger, and the runner in Hawk goes right back to third. So it's only going to be an RBI single for Coonan. That one flied into center field. Back at the wall, and adios. A solo shot for DJ Perron. As that one's flying in the air. That one to back to left field. And that is gone. A solo shot for Paris, who sends that one to Paris. That one flied back at the wall. Look up. It is off the wall. 2 RBI double for the Mountaineers. Now makes it 4-3. Throwing it more frequently. Well, there it is. That one hammered into left field. Polinsky going over. 1 hops. Polinsky corrals it, throws it in. So it's going to be an RBI single for Bo Root. We'll do the payoff pitch again. That time a strikeout. Back-to-back hitters with a strikeout for Greeley. The 1-2. That one's grounded. Perron makes a nice play, diving play, throws it over to first. It's in time! SteepleCats get out of it. Now, 7-7 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 7th on the NECBL network, powered by Huddle TV. Here's the next one. That one right at the second baseman, gets through. 1-run scores. Here's another one coming to the plate, and he scores. A 2 RBI single for Rafe Stenger. Gives the SteepleCats the lead to now 2. 9-7 is your score. That one just over the head of Sherman. That one goes into right field. Anderson grabbing it. That's going to be 1 run, and the runner's at third base, and he's going to stay. So a RBI single for Hindle for the Blue Sox now gives them the 2-1 lead, and now runners on the corner, and still nobody out. That one lined, and it gets through. That's 1 run. Second one coming to the plate. Play at the plate. Is he in there? He is. So a 2 RBI single for the Blue Sox now make it 5-2. Says that one down in the air to right field. That gets down. 1 run coming across. It's going to be an RBI double for Caden Doolin to get the SteepleCats on the board. Fly in the air. That could be a gap. That will be a gap. It's going to score 1, probably 2. Let's see what happens. They're going to send him to the plate. Nope, they're going to have him stop. It's going to be an RBI double for the Blues. Now make it 7-2. As that one is fly back at the wall and gone for a solo shot. First pitch swinging, and that's going to be a fly ball. In is the left fielder and make the diving catch to make out number 2.